Marines have fought for our freedom since their inception in 1775. Names of faraway places like Okinawa and Iwo Jima and Quezon define what it is to be a Marine and all that they stand for. But after Vietnam, the nation was tired. The Soviet Union and China remained our principal foes. The ongoing Cold War continued, and the nuclear stockpiles grew. Conflict in the Middle East kept the entire world uneasy. There were very important years for the U.S. military between Vietnam and Desert Storm. In fact, some would say that the War on Terror began in the early 1980s. That was 29 years ago when a truck bomb attack killed 299 peacekeepers made up of Marines and French paratroopers at their barracks in Beirut, Lebanon. Detroiter Alan Oprah had been in Lebanon almost 6 months before the attack and came under fire many times while guarding the British and U.S. embassies. But the explosion of October 23, 1983 forever changed the life of a young Marine. Digging for survivors was just the beginning.
Some of the guys who were pulled out, they were alive until they lifted the rubble off them, and that acted like a pressure dressing, and once they lifted the rubble off them, they bled out immediately. So you actually watch people die in your arms. It was just amazing, you know. And then, like I say, you have people are already dead, you know, you put them in body bags. There's just no words to describe it.
Shortly after a medical discharge from the Marines, Alan began a slow slide into loneliness and depression.
When I got home, I didn't have anything to do with any veterans. I didn't have anything to do with the Marine Corps. I just went in my own little world. I jumped in a bottle for a while, and then I met a Vietnam vet named Chris Christopher, I'll never forget. He was Brownwater Navy, and we became friends, and he's like, hey, you know, you're going the wrong direction.
A new start, a good job at Chrysler, and a role within the United Auto Workers put Alan in the right direction. He now works tirelessly for veterans and their support groups and pledges to never forget.
The motto of the Beirut Veterans of America is the first duty is to remember. We don't forget.
Marines keep on fighting, and Alan has done just that. 7 years ago, a drunk driver hit Alan on his motorcycle, and that accident cost Alan a leg and nearly cost him his life. But he is more resilient than ever.
Marines aren't allowed to die without permission. I'm still here. But you know what? I'm more happy now than I've ever been. I'm back to work. I'm still doing all my veteran stuff, and I love life.